Happy Sunday, friends and family. How's everyone doing? I wasn't going to make a video today, but something just popped up, and I had a feeling that there are some people, especially around this time of year with the holiday season, full moons, we're releasing, we're purging, things pop up, so hopefully some people resonate with this. But I wanted to talk about shadow work and shedding light on that inner child that some of us have left in the dark for a very long time because we had to grow up. So last night, I had a full moon party with a friend, and to be a little bit candid about myself, well, extremely candid, it's part of who I am, so I don't care what you think. I'm a recovering drug addict, and coming up January 24th, I'll have a year clean, and I have 7 years clean off of my drug of choice, which my drugs of choice were crystal meth and heroin. And I don't mind sharing that. It's a part of my story. I'm not ashamed of it today. So, and I hope more people in this community can talk about it more, because a lot of us have had to escape for a very long time to try to feel any sense of ease and comfort. So, but I wanted to talk about shedding light on that child, and getting back to what I was going on, apologies, is that last night at this party, people were drinking and were letting loose. They were letting their wild side out, which there's nothing wrong with that. But I felt a little uneasy, and a friend let loose, and in a fashion where it wasn't attractive at some moments in time. And today he called me and asked me, how do you think the party went? And I started to notice that when I was talking to him, I was giving him some honest critique about what had went down. Everyone had fun, everyone had a good time. It was a blast. It was awesome. But I realized that I was projecting some of my stuff onto him, because I find whenever someone does something, or I'm talking to someone, and any sort of negative emotion or this uneasy feeling arises, it has very little to do with what they're doing, and it has to do with something I haven't focused on within myself. So while him and I were talking, kind of inadvertently, I was talking to this. I was like, what are you? Why are you here? Why are you popping up? Why are you rising? Why are you resentful? What's going on here? What is this? And I was doing some shadow work, and I apologized, and I told him, hey man, the reason that I got upset about these things is because I so badly want to be able to let loose and to have fun like that, and not have there be any consequences. Because for me, in certain aspects with certain things I do, there's always a consequence. I spin out, I lose things. It just gets very nasty as far as me and my addiction. Plus, I live in a sober living. So when it comes to sober livings, no drinking or using, you can get kicked out for that. In my house, my stability and my safety is key right now. So I have obligations that I'm upholding before I can even start to, if I want to, entertain that side of life anymore. But the realization wasn't so much that it was, had to do with substance, but it had to do more with that there's this child that's sitting in the dark, and I need to shed light on him. And I know a lot of people resonate with this, because a lot of us in this community, in the ascension journey, whether you label yourself as a light worker, whatever you want to put your label on as, a lot of us have messed up childhoods. Actually, I would say humans in general are going to have a messed up childhood in one form or another. We all experience trauma. Trauma is a part of life. We just all experience it on different levels, and it affects us completely differently, varied from person to person and situation to situation. But being able to let that child out and talking to that child in meditation and in reflection, I think is so important, because we get bogged down every single day from the 9-to-5 hustle. We get bogged down from societal standards and expectations of others, and how people expect us to behave and expect us to act. And I still have some programming of, if people don't act a certain way, I feel, ugh. And it's because for so long, I was told, sit, Ubu, sit. And if I didn't sit, I wasn't a good dog, and I didn't like that. So I asked that if you guys are experiencing this, and I hope you resonate with it, are we talking to that child, and are we giving that child what it needs? Let's ask that child, in meditation, let's set the intention. What do you want? What is it you want? What is it that you need from me? because the more we nurture that child, I feel like the happier we are as people, and the more we can smile throughout our day. And don't get me wrong, I really enjoy my life today without, you know, drugs and alcohol in my system. My life is the best it's ever been. But it's more the focus of that there's this child inside that wants to let loose, and how do I go about letting him loose? What does he need? Because obviously there's some sort of nourishment this child inside me is not getting, and that's why these feelings were popping up, and I had to realize that it's, you know, this isn't ego, this isn't anything with me. It's a part of me that I need to nurture. So I ask you guys today, and I'm gonna keep this short. If you're doing shadow work right now, especially since energies are still high, you know, 3 days before, 3 days after the full moon, you know, does this child want to come out into play? And if it does, how can we let this child out in a constructive manner? And how can we nurture this child? What does it need? So I ask you guys, if you are experiencing this, join me in this. I'm gonna do this today. I'm gonna ask this child, what does he need? What does he want? You know, because we can get bogged down. We can get really bogged down, and you know, it's interesting because I didn't think anything was. I thought I had cleared everything, and this is what's really neat about this process is, for me, you know, last night walking into this party, I felt like I had cleared a lot. I felt like I had purged a lot of things this month to bring in the new year. And thanks to Samantha Rodriguez, by the way, she did a energetic healing on me and clearing. And gosh, that saved my life. So I wanted to thank you, Samantha, for that. Shout out to you. She does great work, by the way, guys. If you need any clearing or want to utilize her services, hit her up. But you know, I'm sitting here in conversation today with my buddy, and this stuff pops up, and I realized, oh no, there's more to clear. And I wasn't going to make a video, but I wanted to bring this out and kind of document it and see if other people resonated with it. And if that child needs loving, let's love that child today. Let's give ourselves that gift during the holiday season. You know, me, I once again don't have a lot financially, so there's not a lot I can really buy myself. But you know, the spirit of this season is not to purchase things for other people or purchase things for myself. It's to love and to celebrate. And so I ask that we celebrate our lives. We remain grateful for all the things that have been, you know, given to us along this journey, and the unconditional love and support we get from our angels and our guides, or you know, the fairies and the aliens, whatever you call to guide you. So I ask that we do that. And well, you know, I hope everyone has a great holiday. I'm going to take a few days off so I can enjoy time with my family. This is my first clean Christmas in a long time, so I get to see them with fresh eyes, and that's a beautiful thing. So, you know, let's give ourselves the gift of happiness, and yeah, let's nurture that child, and let's love it today, and let it out and play, and let loose, let our hair down, and be a little crazy. That's what makes us beautiful, right? So that's all I got. Thank you guys. I love you all. Thank you for all the great comments recently. I was so scared to start doing these videos, and it's nice to see that it resonates with a few people, because the idea isn't to you know, blow away millions of people. You know, as long as what I'm doing is helping one person, then I know I'm doing the right thing. And that's what this is all about. That's what this journey is about. It's just helping others. So thank you so much for all the wonderful comments. Make sure to click subscribe if you haven't already. It'd be great. And if you guys want to talk at all, or you want any sort of, you know, coaching, or just need someone to talk to, shoot me an email. My email's in the description box. Please, you know, I've got some time on my hands, and if I don't get back to you right away, I'll try to get back to you if I'm not super flooded. You know, that's what I'm about. I'm here not only to help, but I'm here to meet other people too. It can get very lonely in this journey, and I don't have a lot of people in San Diego that are on the same journey I'm on. So it'd be wonderful to connect with you guys. So anyways, thank you again. Thank you for the love and support, and all the kindness, and all the well wishes and the greetings, and wish you a happy holiday. And that's all I got. Have a good one, guys. Bye.